Nation last week. Starting gate picks up speed. The Roses are red is next. And they're off. Chased out Gia Surreal from the outside. Center of the racetrack, Fire Start Hanover. A bit of speed inside for Lita Rose coming through as Kobe's GG. Top five is to Barn Dogs Watching. Further back to Test of Faith and no hurry in the early going as she's allowed to relax back there 6. Lion Sentinel will keep one eye on her every step of the way as she crosses in from in 7th. Further back at the rail we go 8th to So Much More. She is just ahead of Awesome Hill and trailing is Amazing Dream. That opening quarter is 26 and 3, and it's Gia Surreal, a long shot leader up to the backstretch. Right there in the pocket spot, second is a pumped up Kobe's GG. Fire Start Hanover third, 2 to Lita Rose, then to Barn Dogs Watching. Test of Faith gets underway as Miller points her to the outside. She'll give Lion Sentinel the golden toe as she moves up on cover. Cover times 2 for So Much More, and the final 2 are Awesome Hill and Amazing Dream. Halftime in 55 flat, they move to the far turn with 28 and 2 second quarter speed. It's Gia Surreal on top. Pocket riding Kobe's GG. First up, Lita Rose. Back into 4th is Fire Start Hanover. Moving up on cover. Slightly gapping it though. 5th is Test of Faith. Then 6th outside we go to Lion Sentinel. Then in at the rail to Barn Dogs Watching. Further back to So Much More towards the inside Awesome Hill. And Amazing Dream is trailing at 3 quarters. Chasing Gia Surreal. Kobe's GG in the pocket spot. Lita Rose on the outside from in 3rd. In at the rail from in 4th is Fire Start Hanover. Off cover, Test of Faith. She starts to power up late. Deep stretch. Gia Surreal looking for a Roses are Red shocker. Here's Test of Faith to give her the deep stretch test. Test of Faith powers up on the outside now for Miller, and it's Test of Faith in the Roses are Red. She won it by a length. Second was Fire Start Hanover. Third, Gia Surreal. Fourth was Kobe's GG in 150 and 1.
Another fantastic race in here. Gia Surreal, she raced awesome, getting put into play early. She was tough to track down, but Test of Faith, wow. What
guys, get on in there nice and close. Sorry. All right, guys, look in here.
I came down.
Oh, did you? That's perfect. Thank you, and I'll just get one of you guys holding the trophy right here.
On the heels of an electrifying stretch kick, Test of Faith winning for Dave Miller and the Roses are Red final. Dave, we were all watching in the paddock location, and the word we heard at the wire from everybody was wow. We couldn't believe, frankly, that she was able to reach from where she was. What were you thinking turning for home?
Actually, I felt pretty good. You know what, I know her so well, and she was just going up with her cover nice and easy, and I felt pretty confident.
And, you know, you got back a little bit in the sort of the second half of the field there. You were quite patient and confident, obviously. Was that your game plan, or were you hoping to lay up a little bit closer?
Well, you know, I actually wanted to stay ahead of Lion Sentinel, and maybe that caused me not to get away that close, because I was basically watching her right off the gate, and I noticed a lot of them from the outside were pushing off, and yeah, around the first turn I thought, this probably isn't good, you know, but I moved her and was second over, and the last turn, like I said, I felt pretty good.
And so many great mares have come here to Mohawk and raced in this event, and she looks like she's right up there with some of the best we've seen. Where does she rate in terms of mares you've sat behind?
Well, I'd have to say she's probably the best mare I've ever sat behind. I always like Glowing Report. She Be Stinging was always one of my favorites, and obviously this mare.
Good stuff. Now you're going to team up with Brian Brown in the Pepsi North America Cup, and you guys clicked a few years back with Fear the Dragon. How does Nighthawk compare, maybe not so much in terms of a physical specimen, but just how does he compare in his profile coming into the big race?
I think he'll be in good shape. You know, I thought he raced really well last week. He's better off of a trip, I believe. You know, the ship up and two moved him, and he held on strong. And I think tonight he'll be a little better.
And maybe a word on Brian himself. One of those guys, despite the success he's had, he seems to fly a little bit under the radar. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, he's a pretty quiet, laid-back guy, and but he does all of his work, and you know what? I feel pretty confident when I drive for him.
Well, good luck to you.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Dave Miller with glowing remarks for Test of Faith, and why not? She is the Roses Are Red champion. Coming up next, it is the main event, the 2022 $1 million Pepsi North America Cup.